Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will learn how to make this beautiful earrings. It's very pretty. I really like the way this turned out to be. I will show you guys how it's made exactly. And as you guys can see, it's a lot of tidbits of wire. Please keep a trash can right next to you so that you can collect all those tidbits and it won't poke or fall anywhere else. So this is what I did. I had this wonderful cathedral shaped amethyst. They are faceted as well. I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not. So this was from the Sam Speed box, May 2025, the spa day. And we had a small strand of this, but I really like this. Either I want to make a bracelet or I thought I will make earrings out of it. So this is what I came up with just to showcase that one bead. I really like the way this turned out to be, and I don't know if you guys are able to see how it looks. Very, very pretty, right? So I have marks here with my Sharpie, which I need to erase it off. But so um, we need a frame. I'm using 18 gauge brass wire, the para wire. This is the one, bronze wire. And then I'm using a 20 gauge brass wire. Okay, see, tarnish resistant brass. So this one I'm using 20 gauge. It's almost the same. I used it for the ear wire and for this drop, and the rest is all 18 gauge for you guys. So first of all, you guys know how to make a ear wire on your own, with your wire and this one and this frame, and we need a jump ring as well, and these are the things that I paddled with. So what I did was I had 5 pieces of wire. I measured 3.5, 3, 2.5. Okay, in 3.5 I have 2 pieces. One I'm going to have it here and one is here. In the 3 centimeters I had 4, 2 here and 2 here, and the 2.5 I had 4, 2 here and 2 here. This is how it is. And the jump ring, I have covered it in different videos, how to make your own jump ring with wire. I prefer to use 18 gauge because that's very stable. And a short piece for this. So and then you need something to file your edges. I'm using this file. This came in a set of 3, which is like this. Okay, and then 3-piece needle file set is what it says. It's a euro 2. I don't know how much I paid for this, but this I have it in my stash. I started using it only recently, and I am not so sure what every single thing is for. This is round. This is the one I think I should have used, but I used this nevertheless. So it's really nice to have something to file. If you don't have any of this, you can still use your nail file to do this. It's absolutely not a problem. Okay, and also you need your bench block and hammer to hammer, make the shape. And then also there is one more tool I used for this. That's the wrap and tap pliers is what I think they will call this, which is right here, right? So it has this big 3-man rolls, and this one is covered with nylon jaws. So like nylon jaw pliers, kind of nylon it's covered with. So I use the smallest mandrel in this to make this first shape. Let me explain to you guys what needs to be done. So you take this. So I'm thinking I'll take gold. It's been a long time since I used gold. So I'm going to use silver, 18 gauge 25 feet silver parawire, and then 20 gauge also in silver. So I'm going to show you guys. So first of all, so you need all your pliers. Okay, I am using even the bail making pliers. I did use it for the ear wire, but if you're done with the ear wire, you can, you can skip it, but you can still use your round nose plier for that as well. So the nylon jaw pliers comes into play. So then take out your wire, straighten it up. Okay, nicely straighten it, because once you start making the form, you won't be able to straighten that, and if it is straight, then only our design comes out to be really good. So then measure 6 centimeter. That's all you need. 2 measures of 6 centimeter, just about, say, 6. Cut it and take 2 pieces. But if you want to make a smaller U, you can do that as well. Maybe use the biggest mandrel, and or use the bead buddy. You can do that. So let me just see this. So you can use this to make a smaller one if you want to, but I like this size. It's not too small, not too big, but I just prefer a little bit smaller, so I'm still thinking about it, whether to make it a little bit smaller. So this one may be the size 7 or 8. I think the 7 is the size, so 8 if I do, probably I can get it right. So you can keep it right here, and then just bend your wires just like that so that it intersects. So that's what it is. That's how you get the shape. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is wider and not so much. I wouldn't say it's the exact size. I would say I can as well use these pliers. So do the other one as well. Keep it in the middle. About same middle is also enough. When you bring those two together, you will exactly know how it goes. So we have our frame. So now we have the frame ready, and then the next thing you need to do is to cut these 5 pieces. Actually, you need to cut 10 pieces, 5 for each earrings. Oops. So I'm working with the spool. I'm straightening the wire out with some nylon jaw pliers. You can also do it with a piece of cloth, and this needs to be absolutely straight. So once you have it, then you're going to cut 2 pieces, measuring 3.5 centimeter. Actually, you have to flush cut the end first. Okay, then it's 3.5. Hold it right there and give it a snip. Then again flush cut the wire. You need one more of this length. So 2 pieces in 3.5 centimeter, then 4 pieces in 3 centimeter and 4 pieces in 2.5 centimeter. That's all we need. So again, flush cut. It is very easy when you cut everything and keep it ready. Otherwise it will be difficult, and you also can measure every time, but I would say first time measure and then keep that as a guide and cut the other 3 pieces, because sometimes maybe a 0.01 inch might be a little bit different, so why take the risk, right? So it's better to have that as a gauge and cut all 4 pieces. Now again, open some. We need 4 more pieces measuring 2.5 centimeters each. So you will have to straighten it out again. Take your time, do not rush this process. I truly started enjoying it. I mean, I always used to start with my aluminium wire and then progress to the copper wire, because this itself is a little bit expensive for me. As I said, I'm not being sponsored by anybody, or I don't work for any bead company, which I would love to, but I don't. So I buy everything that I show it to you guys in this video, so it gets expensive. So I like to make sure I'm able to do it, and then only I do it. So I start with my aluminium wire. I figure it out. If I'm able to achieve the finish that I want, then I will shift to the copper wire. But I feel that the more you do, the better you get at it. It's not feeling, it's experience, actually. That's how I feel. But I also still feel that I need a little bit of, practice in making these paddles, because some are on the side just like that. So maybe I figured it out what the mistakes were, and I will rectify it in this silver one. So I'm taking all the pieces from my mat, putting it in a trash. So now this is there. So all 4, right? Keep that. For all the 10 pieces, right? We need to keep it on the ruler, and then take your Sharpie, okay, and then mark the 1 centimeter. Okay, mark the 1 centimeter and let it go. Again, for this, the small, everything is 1 centimeter, so you don't have to worry about for the long ones or the short ones, doesn't matter. It's 1 centimeter. Just mark it and let it go. Even for the bigger ones, it is going to be 1 centimeter. Mark that. now's the time to create the paddle effect. Yes, the fun part, I don't know, it might be a little bit loud, guys, so I'll show you guys, and then I know I don't know how to mute it, but somehow I need to figure that out. So take this, see this, I can see where I have marked, so keep my finger right next to it, right, and then I keep it. So when I am doing like this, I invariably do something which the paddle becomes a little bit slightly slanted, so I like to do with like this. Take your time, there is no urgency, and make it consistent. Don't rush this. Trust me, if you rush it, it won't come properly. And go with the straight, consistent blow, just like that. Can you see that? This is enough, is what I feel. If you want a little bit more, you can do a little bit more. Yeah, maybe some more until the mark of the Sharpie. Can you see that? So this is how it's flattened. Now is the time to take our filer. Okay, you have to round it up. There should not be any sharp edges, right? Like how you would file your nails, that's exactly how you're going to file this as well. Once you have the desired rounded effect, you can stop it. Can you see how it becomes like a paddle? You have to do for all the the straight cuts that we made, and also the Sharpie marker. It's very important. When you come back, you will not be able to identify. So 1 centimeter for every single line that we are going to make, we need it. So that needs to be done for every single one. I'll show it to you guys with this. Okay, I already paddled everything, right? So in this, since we made the U shape round, oops, I bumped the camera. One more thing we need to do is this part, but it's okay, we have to do it. I didn't do it, but let me do this first. Take your round nose pliers, okay, grab this and then make a loop. I haven't straightened anything out, I just do a loop like this, right? So do the same the other side as well. The other side might be a little difficult. Okay, once you do that, you can use your pliers to kind of close that loop up. Okay, now you have this. I forgot to actually hammer this part of the frame, but I'll show you guys what needs to be done with this. Okay, so take this, okay, see, hold the loop down, do not hold the loop up, right? You should hold the loop down. Okay, and then hammer the center part first. When you hammer, you don't have to rush it because you cannot take it back. Once you change the shape of the metal, that's going to be the shape of the metal, right? You cannot change it back. So you do only as much as needed and not anything in extra. Once you have that, now this is nice, the frame is nice and sturdy. It won't do anything. If you want, you can go up till the loop, not a lot but just a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. So before closing the loop up, I will have to add all of these, which also I didn't. That's okay, we have to make loops with this. So here we go. Take your pliers, round nose pliers, keep it at the edge just like that, and make a loop. So if you want the loop to be consistent, you can use the bail making pliers if you want. I'm not straightening the loop, as you guys can see. So take every single paddle that you created and make a loop. Once you have the loop, drop it down. So or else you can mark the round nose pliers with a Sharpie and then make a loop exactly consistent with every single thing. But I can just eyeball it and do it. It is just, I prefer it that way. Okay, that's done. So before making this loop, kindly put the thing inside and then do it. You can do it this way as well. It's not a big deal, but that is much more easier. Okay. Just have to hammer this part a little bit. Just some, so that the loops are flat. Now, so this is going to be the front, so I drop it like that. Then this second one, just like that. There we go. And then close that loop up. And then kind of straighten that one out and just push it a little bit in. Not a lot, just a little bit in. See how it is? So that's the bottom part which is ready. We need to do this. For this, what I did was I used the brass wire. Okay, and then I just cut a little bit, not a lot. You just need to make, a paddle in the bottom and then a loop on the top. So just cut it right here, just about say 1.25 inches would be more than sufficient. So, and flush cut the ends. Then how we paddled the silver one, so you also have to mark here. You don't have to mark it. So all you need to do is hold this, okay, just in the bottom, just in the tip. Okay, just flatten it. Instead you can make a U and make it like it's a head pin. Basically I'm trying to make a head pin. See, it goes all the way down. You need to match the other earring. It's a little bit up, right? So you need to hammer more. And also you have to round it up, but I just want to show you guys. Yeah, now where is my filer? It's nice and pretty. So now I add the bead to it. Take my round nose pliers, bend the wire at 90 degrees, just about say here. Take your wire cutters and snip off 1/4 of an inch is what you need for a loop. Just snip off that much. Take your round nose pliers and make yourself a loop. So we got our loop. So now the fun part. Okay, this is your earring, this is your jump ring, and I made my own jump ring. You can use your store-bought jump rings, that's absolutely no problem, but go for a thicker gauge rather than a thinner gauge. So prep the jump ring, make sure the two ends meet properly, and then open it up. So first of all, add to one end of this loop and then your dangle, right, the amethyst dangle. And finally, if you want, you can squeeze this a little bit because it's not getting there. Okay, and then your ear wire also, if you want, you can add it now. Then take your pliers and just close the jump ring. See how pretty that is? That's how our earrings will look like. I need to hammer this earring as well. The frame, the U frame, I forgot. So I need to do that. But that's as simple as it is. And you have a gorgeous, earrings made by yourself. And it's completely handmade from top to bottom. Even the ear wire is not store bought. And you just erase these sharpies with some alcohol wipes, or regular makeup removing wipes would also work. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.